Welcome back to DVC Weekly. This is episode 137. My name is Jason Erpling. I'm the broker of Buy and Sell DVC. I'm here with Scott Ferrioli.
I'm the owner of DVC-Rental.com and Buy and Sell DVC.com.
And today is September 20th, 2023. So your 11th month window for your home resort is going to be August 20th, 2024. And your 7-month window is April 20th, 2024. As always, you can find DVC-Rental at DVC-Rental.com. Remember the dash to save the cash. Buy and Sell is BuyandSellDVC.com. Of course, we're here on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter.
That's basically it. I mean, Pinterest. But been posting Pinterest in a long time, so don't look for us on Pinterest. It's not worth it.
And then we're going to go right into the buy and sell side of things. And I'm just going to do a little top 5 things you want to know when making an offer. And number 1, because this question has been coming in a lot lately, is if you make an offer and you come to an agreement with the seller and you sign the documents, you make your deposit to the closing company, and Disney were to buy that property back, what happens is we send you an email. We say, unfortunately, Disney decided to step in and buy the property back. Do you want to have your money refunded immediately, or do you want to look for another property? And then you respond and say, let's say you respond and say, oh, I want my deposit refunded. We CC the closing company. We say, hey, the property was just bought back. They want a refund. Then the closing company is going to process your refund. So the answer to the question is yes. If the property is bought back, you receive 100% of your money back. There's no money lost if your property is bought back. Number 2, you can offer less per point. The seller will either accept, counter, or be firm. Most buyers, of course, do make an offer on the property. Whether it's, again, it all depends on the listing. It could be a small point listing, it could be a listing with a bunch of banked points, or it could be a large listing with no points for, 18 months. So, you can always start low and then go from there. Number 3, international seller. If you are an international buyer and you buy from an international seller, you will need to get an ITIN number if you don't already have one.
Relatively rare. International buyer and international seller.
But it does happen. And so if that happens, if you're just one person on the deed, it's an extra $50 to get the ITIN number. If there's 2 people, it's $100. It's $50 per person. Number 4, you can sign all documents electronically and make a credit card payment for your down payment. And if you're a buyer and you're not financing, you can sign all the documents throughout the process electronically.
Very nice.
And financing is available. Most people will use Vacation Club loans or Monera Financial. So those are the top 5 things you want to know when making an offer. If Disney buys back, you get your money back. You can offer less per point. If it's an international seller and you're an international buyer, you will need to get an ITIN number. You can sign all documents electronically, and financing is available.
Excellent.
And now we're moving on to the food review of the week.
Come here, I'm gonna eat you! Get in my belly!
So for today's food review, I went to Rick's Sports Bar, which is at the Coronado Springs. And Ty, I want you to put this on the screen. Show this what I got. This is the Rick's Steak Sandwich. This says seared beef tenderloin served with red onion, chimichurri, roasted horseradish aioli, and arugula on a toasted basil focaccia roll. Served with French fries and choice of side. Seared beef tenderloin. That's not what I got. That is a cheesesteak that I got. Shaved beef, very little chimichurri. It was relatively dry and a pretty horrible price for a cheesesteak. So make sure you check out that picture. If you have to go back and take a look at that seared beef tenderloin. For the taste, I give it a 5.5. 1 point for the pricing, it's a 1.1 based on what I was expecting. So, it wasn't even close, unfortunately. So, I've had really good luck at Rick's Sports Bar, and it's great, located by us, easy to get to for same day reservations. Absolutely wonderful. I would say the staff there is great, but the wait staff there has been very, very good. The hosts are a little suspect. Like, this last time when we left, like, they were just sitting there chatting with each other on their phones. They actually had this, like, as I walked by, I said, like, goodbye to them, and they had to, like, look up and be, like, surprised, like, oh, well, yeah, thanks, bye. And, like, that's not really, not so into it, but overall, good place.
And what were we doing at Coronado Springs? Just going there to eat?
Just something to eat, I have to do these reviews sometimes, so we're looking.
You're forced to go there.
We're forced to go there looking for something. I think my one son was out with friends or something, so we took my youngest son. We let him choose where he wanted to go. That's where he picked. So I wanted to force myself to try something new, and I shouldn't have.
Is it still a resort of a lot of convention people there?
Yes, I believe that's mostly the case. It's a beautiful resort, though. I mean, I have not really hung out in, like, the new tower section, which is supposed to be absolutely beautiful, and the rooms are really, really beautiful. But just for the regular, it's when you walk in, it's kind of, I don't want to say convention-y. I mean, there's big hallways that you can see, like, lead to convention rooms and stuff. But, like, I've gone 3 or 4 times in the last year, and I've never seen a person walking around in a suit or a tie or anything. So I haven't really seen a lot of conventions happening. I know they're there. But when I've gone, it's just been regular vacationers, and it's a very beautiful resort. You should definitely check it out sometime and check out.
I mean, I haven't been there probably since 2001,
so it's been a little bit.
It's been a little bit, but that was always the resort where you had the most people asking questions. Like, they didn't. I need to say this correctly. They didn't have the most knowledge of the Disney of all the resorts, it seemed like.
But that makes sense, because you figure other families there on vacation, they're Disney people. A lot of these people are down there for business, and maybe they're, like, just checking it out, walking around, kicking the tires as they go by, but they're not really Disney people and don't know what to expect.
But it was always a nice place, though. I mean, I like it there.
Yeah, it's very nice, and I do enjoy Rick's. It's a fun place, but this was not a hit so far.
And now we're on to the DVC-Rental side of things.
So I know we're 1 week late on this one, but D23, they had a lot of announcements coming out. I figured I'd just go through the highlights, and I would ask Jason which one he's most interested in. So the first, this is, I chose the, like, top 10, we'll say. So Ahsoka will be becoming part of the Star Tours attraction. Any updates to the Star Tours attraction is pretty good. I like that. Not good. Hatbox Ghost is going to be coming to the Haunted Mansion in November. Are you familiar with the Hatbox Ghost?
I'm not, no.
Okay.
I disappoint the whole audience?
You disappointed everybody, but not know who the Hatbox Ghost is. It's a main character in the new Haunted Mansion movie that's out in theaters, or possibly out of theaters by now. It probably didn't last very long. I saw it in the theaters. It was okay. There's a new act and songs coming to the Country Bear Jamboree. They're going to do, like, a country twang to Disney favorites now. So I know that's going to upset a lot of people. I've never been a huge Country Bears fan, and I mean, the songs are always a little suspect at most. The blood on the saddle, it's like not really aimed towards kids. So I understand that one. I'm not sure how that's going to work out. There's going to be a new pirate-themed lounge coming to Adventureland. So it's supposed to extend the, like, Pirates of the Caribbean like storyline, and there's going to be a new lounge coming in. Journey of Water, inspired by Moana. We've been doing AP previews and pass holder previews and stuff. That's going to be coming, officially opening October 16th. The new Luminous, The Symphony of Us is going to be the new fireworks show debuting at Epcot on December 5th. They're going to reimagine the test track ride. Not much details on that. They said maybe, I'm trying to think, I forgot the World of Motion. It's supposed to be bring back some little elements of World of Motion, the old ride that used to be there. New Zootopia show is going to be in the Tree of Life, replacing Bug's Life. That should possibly be interesting. Nothing's blowing anybody away, and I'll go on a little bit.
No, that's a good one. That's my favorite so far.
Yeah, okay.
And I just have a question on number 4.
Number 4, Pirate Theme Lounge.
Is there already a current lounge there?
No, I don't know what they're going to be doing. I'm guessing. I don't know what they're going to do. I'm not sure where. I don't know where they didn't say where it was going to go. It's going to be going somewhere in there. They have a new pirate theme lounge.
So it's brand new. There's not a lounge there currently, right?
Correct.
Okay,
yes.
that's exciting then.
Yeah. Yep, I agree.
You got thunderstorms, you got heat, you got to take a break in the lounge.
Yep. There's some, they call this blue sky, which means it's kind of, they're tossing stuff out there they don't know. The artwork with reimagined Dinoland with Encanto and possibly something with Indiana Jones. Teased with it. I don't think they have a lot of, I think they're just teasing with it. They don't have anything really planned just yet. And then Soarin' over California is going to be returning to Epcot temporarily. Now that, remember, it used to be Soarin' over California, then they replaced it and they made it international. And now Soarin' over California is only in Disneyland. So I've seen it in Epcot, I've seen it in Disneyland. That's coming back. Nothing really exciting. They also mentioned that there's a lot of room behind Big Thunder Mountain, and they're going to possibly do something with that that's going to be like Pandora sized, or the Star Wars land size. So they're teasing that something could be coming, but they didn't give any details at all. And truthfully, a lot of people are upset that with Universal releasing the new Epic Universe coming out and their new stuff, that Disney's just not doing enough to compete with them. So what are you excited by some of these?
I'm excited number 8.
Number 8, the
replacing
Zootopia?
Bug's Life. And then I'm excited about the new lounge, because I don't think there's a lounge there now. So
no, those are probably the
they're looking out for the guests now.
Those are probably the two.
That's probably where they're going to have the
DVC-Rental
information booth.
I would hope so. We need to talk to somebody
because we got to just mention this again. If you need to rent out your points or rent points, it's DVC-Rental.com. Remember the dash, save the cash, and
if you want to become a Disney Vacation Club. Oh, God, I thought we were going to yours.
So I just want to just to help people out again. 2023, someone wants to check availability, and they want to check in, say March 10th, check out March 17th. In the past, they would send an email in, and then someone would check availability. What's the best way to do that nowadays? Go to
DVC-Rental.com. Click on the check availability button, and you can just place your dates in there, and our system will check almost real time with DVC to see exactly which rooms are available.
And then if they check 7 days and those 7 nights are not available at all, does it what happens then? Does it show you what nights are available or not?
It will not show you. It'll just say that it's sold out. Technically, there's a button where you can check for partial availability on the side as well, and now pull up the whole chart of the month and show you exactly which days are available of the 7 you wanted.
And would you say in the business now, is it more confirmed reservations that are being rented out, or people checking availability and then it getting booked?
Right now, it's the confirmed reservations have been very popular. So it's been
more than 50%
a run on those.
For that,
it's probably more than 50% of that. Plus, we've had a lot of really great discounted rooms coming out, and our team has done a really great job the past several months with really advertising and pushing everything out, offering specials like a couple times a week. That we'll get a couple of really great options in, and they've been going in there and pushing them on social media, on Facebook. And a lot of times these confirmed reservations are coming in, and they're going within the first 10 minutes of us posting it or less. We're pushing them out quickly, and they're selling quickly. So there's been a lot of confirmed reservations, a lot of last minute, 1 night, 2 night, smaller stuff that's been selling really well.
And when you say that it's leaning more towards members making reservations far in advance, they know will be easier to rent out than people saying, hey, here's my 300 points, rent those out? Or
I'm a little confused.
So let's say a member, there's a member here, they know they're not going, they have this chunk of 300 points. Do you find that it's more people are booking a reservation with those points, knowing it's something that people want, they're making it 7 to 11 months in advance, putting that reservation up for rent, or saying, here's my 300 points.
Good question.
I've distracted you from the D23 though, but
so I'd say the majority that are coming in are probably just giving us their points. But what happens is if the points are going to be expiring sometime soon, our team will suggest to them that they should probably go in and try to book a confirmed reservation, and we'll list that for sale, and that'll be the highest chance of it selling quickly. Or if we have the login, which a lot of members are giving us now, our team has been going in proactively and been booking rooms to list for sale.
Gotcha.
So it's still they're giving us their points, but if it's last minute or it's something we think, or they can give us a confirmed reservation that we think probably won't sell, we'll suggest to them to switch it, or we'll switch it for them and try to find something we think is a little more likely to interest one of our renters.
All right, sorry, I took you off track here, so I don't. We gotta. I don't know if you want to touch back on this.
No, not really. I won't touch back. I think what Disney's doing is okay. Some of these are interesting. There was more than this, but like Figment's come back to do meet and greets and stuff. But I tried to pick the 10 that I thought were like the bigger, more exciting ones, and a lot of them aren't that exciting. They're okay. There's a couple you go, okay, oh yeah, that would be cool. Zootopia instead of Bugs Life. Bugs Life's a pretty cool show. I'm looking forward to something new with Zootopia. It's not that hard to sit there and switch a video. But it's like everybody, I think, is kind of waiting on Disney to do something, to expand and new rides. Like the Moana that's going to be opening. It's just a walk-through water area. There's the Disney people want.
I'm
more.
sensing you need more.
They've done more stuff recently. Like Guardians of the Galaxy just came out somewhat recently, and Tron. So there's been some bigger stuff. So I hope the fans wouldn't be too upset. But I understand what they're saying when they go, Epic Universe is coming out. They've got a whole new park. And I'm sure it's gonna be pretty awesome. I'll check it out at some point. But I guess the fans just want a little bit more, and I feel like there's been a lot of bad news and bad feelings with Disney over the past year or so, with politics and everything. I think people just were waiting for a big wow factor, and I think a lot of people just felt that they didn't get it. But there are a lot of people who are very happy about this, and it's a decent change. There's some cool stuff in here, but I think people were just waiting for the wow thing. And maybe there is something wow coming to Magic Kingdom behind Big Thunder Mountain, but they didn't give us anything towards that yet. They just teased that, hey, there's a lot of room back there and something big could be coming. But, that's not enough to keep everybody happy.
That's an interesting way to end the show.
Yes.
Disney needs a wow factor.
Yes, they're definitely a new wow factor. Because Guardians of the Galaxy makes me sick.
Thanks for tuning in. We hope you enjoyed the show. We hope you learned some new things today.
You didn't learn anything. If you take one thing away, avoid the steak sandwich at Rick's. It is a cheesesteak, and I don't even know to mention, it was $21. It was $21 for a cheesesteak sandwich with some like basic fries, no seasoning, just basic fries and a cheesesteak sandwich, $21. That should be like $10 to $11.
Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next week.
We love you guys. Thank you.